Okay, welcome to another Forex session. I believe trading has been going so well with us and we have been making profit and making progress. Okay, this is a new course, and in this course, we'll be looking at support and resistance in-depthly. We're going to look deep into support and resistance, and I'll make it as simple as I can. You need to spend time on your chart. I told us I used to spend 5 hours when I started Forex newly, 5 hours daily. I did that consistently for a very long time, a very, very long time. And it made me to understand the market in detail. Okay. So I always look for a way to make the market as simple as I can, and so that for the newbies, you can easily get into this thing and make a living out of it. So we're looking at support and resistance. Now, support and resistance is a very important concept in Forex. Very, very important concept in Forex that you need to master. After candlestick, the next thing you need to master is support and resistance. Okay. I'll be showing you how to identify weak and strong support and resistance level and how to use them in making trading decision. Now we have weak support, we have weak resistance, we have strong support, and we have strong resistance. Now I will show us how to really identify this, because you need them. You need them in making a trading decision. Okay, so just stick to this course from beginning to the end. We make about 5 videos to complete this series, and most of the videos are maybe repeating some things over and over again so that you can really get the full understanding of what I'm trying to make you understand. So we might just be doing analysis on different pairs. Okay. Now, one thing about Forex is one of the biggest and most traded market in the world, but Forex is also very small. Yeah, it is small if you can just pave a way for yourself and stick to that path and stay on it and be a master of it. And you will see that Forex is not as big as it is. Okay. Now, I have a course on candlestick, profiting using candlestick. And in that course, I was able to summarize the numerous candlestick into 3 categories. And instead of looking at the market seeing hundreds of candles or seeing 50, 60, 70 candles, you are just seeing just 3 candles, just 3. And that has helped a lot of traders to manage their psychology. Okay, so you can also get that course and go through it, and you see that candlestick is very simple. Very, 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 very simple. Okay. Now we'll be doing the same in this course, so that when we are done with support and resistance, we'll go to another area of Forex and make it also simple, so that when you put everything together, you know that you already have a space in this Forex business, and you just stick to it. So stick to what you have learned in the profiting with candlestick, stick to it. Now, in this course, profiting from support and resistance, we are also going to just make it simple. Then from this one, we'll move to the next one. Just make sure that you follow all the series. It's about 6 courses in all, 6 courses, and each one solve the issues of a particular area. Okay. We have the one that solve the issues of trends, chart patterns, and the rest. Now, Support and resistance is a very important concept of forex trading. Now, what is support and resistance? Support is a price point below the current market price that indicates buying interest. Now, this is just the introduction. In the next lecture, I'm going to give you a chart explanation on what I'm talking about now. I'll give you a chart explanation, a detailed chart explanation, a simple and detailed chart explanation about what I'm introducing to you. Now, this is just the introduction of this course. Okay. Now, I'll repeat myself. Support is a price point below the current market price that indicates buying interest. Okay. While resistance is a price point above the current market price that indicates selling interest. Now, my golden rule is this. I keep stating it in every lecture I am anchoring, that only look for buying opportunity in a support area and look for selling opportunity in a resistance level. Now, I will still make reference to this as we continue in these lectures. Okay. Now, note this. The resistance level is always above the current market price. I will explain in detail in the next class. The resistance level is always above the current market price, while the support level is always below the current market price. Okay. Now, I'll just show us some steps that can help you identify and construct your support and resistance line very easily. Very, very easily. I'll just state them out in this lecture. In the next lecture, I will explain it in detail. The first one is you load data points. You load data points. Okay? You load data points. The second point is you identify at least 3 price action zones. Don't worry, I will explain. It's very simple, very, very simple. I will show you 2 ways you can actually get your support and resistance accurately, at least 99% accurately. Okay. The second one is identify at least 3 price action zones. The third one is align the price action zones, identify at least 2 price action zones at same price level. I will also explain this in detail. Now you cannot draw your lines. You can draw your lines. Okay. So just have it in mind that we are really going to go deep into this in very short time, just less than an hour. If you can sit on this course from the beginning to the end, you will grab all you need to know about support and resistance, all you need to know to be profitable in this market. Now, one thing I always do in my trading, like I always tell us that we should try to be specific. So I always want to remove the noise from the market so that I can see the market and see what the market is doing and what the market is about to do. You get it, right? So forex market is noisy. So we must learn to remove the noise. And that is what this course is all about. All right. So stay tuned for the next lecture where I give you details about support and resistance. We are going to look at how to trade support and resistance. I will give you an example of break and retest. I'll give you an example of a fake out. Now, all these things are common terms in forex. Somebody can say, I know those things, I know those things. But have you ever asked yourself why the things you think you know, you keep making the same mistake in the forex market? I will tell you why. I'll tell you why. One of the reasons is that we always believe that I know this thing, I know this thing, I know this thing. Listen, not until it becomes part of you, you will keep making the same mistake in the market. When you are out of the market, you won't make the mistake. You'll be so conscious of it. But once you start trading, before you know, you keep making the same mistake. We're going to solve out this problem in this course. Now, when we get to the course 5, we're talking about psychology and risk management, then you get to understand why you keep doing the same thing that you said you will not do. You keep repeating them over and over again when you are in front of your computer. Okay, see you at the next lecture. Bye.